reproduction of a painting called Still Life with Quince, Cabbage, Melon and Cucumber. The original, on view elsewhere in the museum, was painted in Toledo, Spain around the year 1600. You may touch this picture with your hands. As you do, you will hear the name of each part that you touch. Keep touching any part to get more information. As you explore each part, you will learn about various aspects of Sanchez Cotan's masterpiece, one of the San Diego Museum of Art's greatest and most important paintings. Now, touch anywhere to begin, or wait a few seconds to hear a more in-depth discussion of the painting and the artist. The melon. The melon rests on the windowsill, near the middle of the painting. The rough exterior skin of the melon wraps around the lower portion. Someone has removed several slices of the fruit, and one of these slices can be found sitting on the windowsill immediately to the right. With the slices removed, we can see the interior core of the melon, with its rough texture of seeds and fibers. Find a single seed above and to the left of the core. This single seed, frozen in time, appears to be sliding down the smooth flesh of the melon's interior, floating on a layer of juice. The background, or negative space. The entire area enclosed by the window frame creates a background for the objects in the still life. But rather than a view into the depths of the space beyond the window, the background is an empty black space in which nothing is seen. The simplicity of the background isolates and highlights every object and draws the viewer's attention to the apparently perfect mathematic curve along which the objects hang. This curve, variously described as hyperbolic, parabolic, or catenary, has been noted as evidence of the artist's interest in Neo-Pythagorean mathematics. More likely, Sanchez Cotan's compositional perfection should be understood as visual and intuitive, rather than measured and mathematic. The cucumber. The cucumber rests on the windowsill on the right side of the painting. The cucumber extends toward the viewer, and the front edge hangs slightly beyond the edge of the windowsill. Notice the very bumpy texture of the cucumber, and find the point at the end of the cucumber closest to you, which is where the growing vegetable attached to its vine. Notice, too, how the shadow of the cucumber comes forward over the edge of the sill, and imagine where you would find the source of light that would produce such a shadow. The same light source cannot have created the shadows on the cabbage and the melon. The artist, Sanchez Cotan, seems to have been challenging us to discover that things in this painting are not necessarily as simple as they seem. The melon wedge. The window. The cabbage. The cabbage is suspended above the sill from a length of twine. The twine is the background, or negative. The cabbage twine. The length of rough twine suspending the cabbage extends from the top of the painting down to where it is tied to the cabbage with a small bow. About 2/3 of the way up to the top, the twine passes behind one of the quince leaves. Viewers of the painting might wonder whether the twine hangs from the top of the window opening or whether the cabbage hangs in front of the window. The artist seems to create a deliberate spatial ambiguity. The quince. This quince is a smooth, round fruit like an apple, golden in color. It hangs from a length of twine. Find 2 leaves and a stem at the top, the background, the quince leaf. These leaves are positioned to the right and the left of the string from which the quince hangs. Notice the slightly roughened texture of the leaves. The leaf on the right side of the quince wraps around the length of twine from which the cabbage is hanging. The window. The window opening wraps around 3 sides of the painting and aligns with the painting's frame. Notice the sharp continuous edge running along the bottom of the picture. which represents the front edge of the windowsill. Observe the subtly sloping surfaces that represent the window's sill and jambs as they recede into the room's interior space. The melon slice, and the cucumber all rest on the stone windowsill.